Good morning, BA Part 1 Literature students. This lecture is in continuation to yesterday's lecture, which was on sonnet, Milton's sonnet on his blindness. Today, I'll be discussing the summary and the analysis of the poem. Now, on His Blindness, written by John Milton, it explores the writer's own experiences and his religious faith and being a Puritan poet, and most of the poems which he wrote were religious in nature. Now, this particular poem also, as the title indicates, On His Blindness, it's about the real blindness of John Milton. Now, see the first point. Milton went blind working for the English Republic. His service to the government required that he extensively read and write. This caused him to lose his sight, as it is generally believed. The poem takes the form of a Petrarchian sonnet. These traditionally focus on love and romance, but here poet is more, it's a religious sonnet. But Milton subverts this in order to explore his relationship with God. Now see, Milton fears that his blindness will prevent him from doing God's work properly. The personification of patience, as discussed earlier also, tells him that even his idleness is useful to God if he continues to have faith. Sometimes, it is the lot of human beings that they are, due to their illness or their problem, they are not being able to continue their work. So it doesn't mean that God is going to punish them. So that is the indication, because for a short while, John Milton, after becoming blind, he had to again, regain his own, vitality to write poem or to do his work. So now I'll discuss the summary. John Milton's poem on his blindness, as you already know, is an autobiographical sonnet in which Milton meditates on his own loss of sight. For most of his life, Milton had been able to see perfectly, but his late night reading and writing on behalf of the government of the short-lived English Republic, in which he held a very prominent position, helped ruin his eyesight. This sonnet, written in the Petrarchian rhyme scheme, associated with the 14th century Italian poet, that is Francesco Petrarca, is divided into an 8-line octave and 6-line sestet. The octave rhymes A-B, B-A, A-B, B-A. The sestet rhymes C-D-E, C-D-E. The sonnet is therefore a typical Petrarchian sonnet in form. By beginning the line 1 with the word when, Milton immediately signals that he is opening with a subordinate clause, that is a dependent clause that introduces the main idea to follow. Beginning the poem this way creates a certain suspense. The main idea is postponed so that we have to continue reading in anticipation of its eventual arrival. Shakespeare also often used this kind of sentence pattern in constructing his own sonnets by opening with a dependent clause. Milton heightens our sense of anticipation by delaying the key statement. The word consider implies careful rational thought rather than purely emotional reaction. Here and throughout the poem, the speaker uses his reason, which Renaissance Christians considered one of the greatest gifts that God had bestowed upon human beings. The ability of humans to reason, they believed, linked them to God and distinguished them from animals. The speaker feels that his light is spent in several senses of the word light. This word clearly alludes, at least eventually, to the speaker's loss of sight. But light may also suggest one's intelligence. The opening line may at first seem to mean, to quote, when I think about how I have used my intelligence, but it soon comes to mean when I ponder how my ability to see has become extinguished. This latter meaning is, of course, foreshadowed by the poem's title. Now, see, the idea of losing one's sight is obviously a very, troubling one, and physically it is painful, and mentally also for a writer. So, the blind person is suddenly at risk in all kinds of ways. The speaker in the poems feels vulnerable. He can no longer literally see his own way or easily protect himself from the dangers. The special tragedy of this particular speaker is that he has lost his sight at an unusually early stage of life. Rather than becoming blind when elderly, becoming old and becoming blind, that may be the common case, but because he is being very young and losing sight at this point, so it is very painful. So rather than becoming blind when elderly, he has become blind in middle age. He now inhabits a world that seems dark in at least two senses. See, this is very remarkable, very, very important. It is no longer physically visible, and it is a world full of sin and of spiritual darkness. The world, moreover, is not only dark but also white because of darkness. Now, so how he ends the poem? The world, moreover, is not only dark but also white. The speaker will somehow have to navigate both literally and figuratively in a world which, because of its width or breadth, will pose many dangers. So now, after writing this particular sonnet, so why he was writing this sonnet of 14 lines? So it was not only his complaint to God, but it was also written to regain the strength which he had lost due to his blindness. So he wants to continue his job as a poet. Okay, so after writing this sonnet, he wrote his great legendary works, great epics, that is Paradise Lost and Paradise Regained, which is in 14 volumes, and which are the marvels of literature. So certainly patience does count. So this is the message of this sonnet. Thank you, students. Thank you for your patience.